What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to answer the question of what pain do you want in your life? You've probably been asked the question, or you've probably reflected on the question of what do I want in life? Like, what are the things that you want out of life? Some tangible things. Maybe your answer to that question is a loving family, lots of wealth, a job that you like, and your health. And that's valuable. That's a valuable question to ask yourself, and those are valuable answers to come up with. But that question is not nearly as valuable as what pain do you want in life? What are you willing to struggle for? What struggle do you want in life? Fundamentally, everybody wants to be happy. Here's one way that I like to think about happiness. Happiness comes from solving our problems. And happiness is an ongoing process because we're always going to have problems. We don't just solve one problem and boom, now we're happy. Because tomorrow has new problems and so does the next day. So there's no end goal here. It's an ongoing process. It's always a work in progress, so to speak. Now, some people might hear that and think that it sounds a little bit depressing, but it's actually a good thing because the source of the happiness, when we think about happiness in this way, is constantly reappearing. We are constantly having problems, but with that also comes constant solutions if we work towards solving those problems. Solving our problems makes us happy. There you have it. We can always be happy because we're always going to have some problems. This is where the value of the question, what pain do you want in your life, comes in. Outside of mundane problems, everyday problems that everybody faces, we get to pick what sort of pain that we want in our life. Another way of saying that is we get to pick the problems that we have to solve. Like I said, outside of the problems that are inescapable and that everybody has to face at one point or another. When we begin to think about problems this way and happiness relative to our problems in this way, it's very empowering because real fulfillment comes from the conscious choosing and management of our struggles. The question of what pain do you want in your life is connected to the process of what it is that we're doing. It's not outcome or goal oriented, which is very important. I have a bunch of videos that talk about why that's a trap. You can go ahead and watch those. The title of that video that I dive into that topic on is escaping me right now, but I'll attach the link to it in the description down below. But like I said, we don't want to be goal oriented. We want to fall in love with the process. Otherwise, it's just a fantasy. You're never going to get there if you don't love the pain that is involved with it. Now, let me address the thumbnail that I have to this video. Pain does not equal suffering. You see, pain is inevitable. Another word for pain is problems, because pain is about circumstances that we find ourselves in. We might find ourselves in some painful circumstances practically every single day. But what suffering is the relationship that we have to the pain, the reaction that we have to it. When we respond to our pain instead of react to it, and when we consciously choose the pain that we find in our lives, when we consciously choose the problems that we want to face every single day, that is to say, when you choose what path you want to go down, be it a career path or the path of relationships that you have with people, you are going to enjoy solving those problems when you're consciously choosing them. So that's why it's so valuable to ask yourself, what pain do I want in life? What struggles do I want to consciously manage? Because that's where deep fulfillment comes from. It comes from meaningful work, meaningful management and solutions to struggles and problems that we are consciously choosing. Now, this video kind of piggybacks off of my last one. In my last video, I talked about the backwards law. And the concept of the backwards law is that anytime we try to resist a negative experience and chase a positive experience, that's actually going to yield more negative experience. But accepting a negative experience and heading into the negative experience head on will actually yield the positive. And this is what I'm talking about here as well. The solution of our pain and the conscious choice of our struggles and the management of them is what's going to yield so much fulfillment. I just want to point out before I sign off here that this is just one way to think about happiness. This is not the be all and end all. This is not an absolute definition of happiness. This is a relative definition of happiness in relation to our pains and our struggles. So go ahead and ask yourself, guys, what pain do you want in your life? What problems are you going to enjoy managing and solving? That's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a good one.